Love you, Stunna. I love you too. You stay in drama. No, drama stays trying to find me. I be living my life in my big house, minding my fucking business, doing my story times. And I just hate to see that. Like, oh well, bitch. That's not my fault. Your life is crumbs. Hot me hot. Like, feel like if I rub shoulders with them, it's just gonna rub off to them. Sorry, you don't have my aurora, you don't have my feng shui, you don't got my pizzazz. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't rub shoulders with you, bitch. Just give it to you. You can't summon my name 3 times and you're just gonna, get that Stunna flow. Like, it ain't gonna happen. Like, sorry, Pookie. It's sorry, you just don't got it in you. Oh, this was the lip gloss that I was looking for. Oh no, we gotta wipe this off. Where's my little... Oh, my things just fell out. What the heck? Seems like you're ready. Okay. Let's see the nails. Yo, I gotta be getting ready for like... So I have this theme plan I'm gonna be doing with these kids and stuff, and I just gotta get ready for it. What's today, y'all? The 14th. It's like a week away. I just don't know if I put too much on my plate back to back because, like, I have to go do the show. I have to go do, like, Lil Shitty's birthday. It's like a performance. And in Miami. Hold on. A whole thing just fell. I have to go do Lil Shimmy's birthday. I definitely was going to stream my whole entire, like, trip. My video got pushed back. It was supposed to be in Miami, and it was supposed to be, like, a couple days ago, but my stylist and my video director... No, my stylist was ready. It was more so my video director. He said he won't be able till April the 1st or 2nd. But, yeah, I just got a busy schedule, and... I want to do my play date with the kids and focus on that. There we go. So anyways, a foster agency had reached out to me in the Bay Area. I don't want to share too much like about it, but like hopefully like I'm able to record the day because I do want y'all to see like the kids are going to take pictures with me anyways, so it'll be a memory that we all can just all have, Like, it'll be a memory that we all can just have. I'm not going to tell y'all specifically what I'm going to do for them, but I'm going to do some stuff for them. And at first, they were only like, oh, we want it to be like 2-3 girls. I'm like, no, let it be 4. Honestly, if it was up to me, I would pick everybody. Like... If it was up to me, I would pick all the kids, honestly. So, I'm going to go hop on a 6-hour flight and go see these babies. They might be teenagers, but to me, they're babies. I love kids. I really do. But anyways, here we go. I'm going to go, plan a little special day for them. There we go. The clear lip gloss looked good too, but I like the pink. I haven't did my makeup in a couple days. Maybe I should do my makeup on here. She gotta come fix my hair though and curl it back up and make it back cute. So yeah, I'm gonna do a little special day with the kids. Excuse me. Just do your makeup. That's what I'm gonna do. 313. You already know what the going on. I really like this shade. I haven't tried it. I tried it one time. I don't know. Are y'all into darker contour or your kind of your color contour? This gives you like that burnt. Y'all, you know what I'm forgetting to do is use my makeup brushes that I have up here. I just leave my stuff up here and I got all the good up here. And I just be using like what's in my bag. You see, it gives you that like burnt. We're gonna try my new makeup brushes out. I know that much. I haven't got to try them since I told y'all about them. That's cute on me, actually. You like that sunburnt color? I don't have no fillers. What is wrong with you, ho? You like the sunburnt? Or y'all like the darker? I love it. It looks good. Doesn't that look cute? That gives you like a little sunburn tea. Let me see. Let me see if I can do a little quick. Let's see if that makes a difference. Bam. Cause I'm feeling, or maybe I could just use this. One of these. This would have been the perfect one to use, but it got makeup on it. Back for day 2. Let it clean the brush off. We love you in Greece. Tell them to book me. Hi, mother. Hi, baby. Hey, y'all had me weak this morning when I was telling y'all my grandma's lesbian story. That's too small. You gotta go up, 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 and away. That's like super orange, though. My grandma's. You heard what I said. You talking about rolling out this hair. I have a real simple makeup routine. Like, I'm not these girls that have like that real, like, my makeup routine, it looks like, what's it called? Very natural. Like, if you're looking for a makeup routine that looks super natural, I'm your girl. Like, it looks like your skin's glowing, I'm your girl. Like, when y'all had seen me on stream, and like one day I would wear makeup and the next day I wouldn't wear makeup, and it looks like super natural, and you guys were like, oh, does she have makeup on? Does she not have makeup on? That's because I do like a very natural routine. I use tinted moisturizer. You know, how does that look? Or does that look dumb? Do I need to beauty blend it? I use tinted moisturizer and I use all the natural stuff. Blend more. You gotta put a little the right side. I think it looks cute. I'm just playing with stuff. Okay, what about this one? Urban Decay's Face Bond Luminizer. What do you use luminizer for? We got more. Here goes some blush. I've never done this color blush. Let's try this. We're just over here doing at this point. I don't think this color blush looks good on my skin, but we can give it a try. This color blush, definitely not. Do you have pets? No. Precision powder blending pencil, flat brush, bronzer. I'm gonna use the brushes for what I want to use them for, because at this point, 108. No. 106. It says 106 is for round foundation. Okay, now they're confusing me. I'm just gonna use it for what the fuck I want to do. 101 contoured foundation. It's all foundation. Yeah. On my nose. Love your lashes. Then I would put a little bit of, what's the shit called? Concealer. I know what you be doing in here. You want me to stay till the morning? I read a story time. It's hot as hell. It's hot as f up here. I used a luminizer. Fenty Skin. I didn't even need much. It just gives me like that little super burnt, sun-kissed, orangey type of vibe. I don't have no concealer up here. That's what I'm missing. I don't know. Better get... You know what? These brushes are actually good because this super blended that up like real quick. Okay, bam. Let's get into it. Wait. Is that giving 2K vibes? Ain't gotta play too much. Let's do a story time. Very too pretty. Now I feel like I'm all orangey. Am I orangey? Now I'm orangey. That piercing hurt. No, and actually it's been sticking. I haven't got it caught on nothing or anything. That's actually a really good place to get it right here, because you don't get it caught on nothing. Even when you're showering and you're washing your body, like, it does not get caught. Got on a filter. I need concealer. This soap don't irritate it. No. Nope, no soap irritates it. Hold on, I can even soap my vape. Okay, what were we saying now? Y'all are so nosy. Y'all be wanting to know all the tea. Story time. Okay, let's do a story time on why I made my first diss song. Let's do that. So, bam. I was beefing with this girl, whatever, right? Mind you, when I was like 12, I had met her in jail, and she was just so nice to me. Like, oh, she was like, oh, why, we're gonna nickname her K. So look, when I was 12 years old, this is when first time I went to jail. And mind you, my hair used to be super long in the back. Like, I went to jail and I met this girl. They had sat me at the same table as her. And it was like, oh, your hair's so long. Like, how did you get a weave in here? And I'm like, it's not a weave, it's my real hair. And she was like, oh, you're so pretty. Like, da-da-da. And I would say she looked very, like, to me, she looked like she gave stud vibes. Like, her hair was, like, super butcher cut short, you know, whatever. So anyways, she's like, oh, your hair is so pretty, da-da-da-da. So I'm like, thank you. And she's like asking me where was I from and shit. And she was telling me where she was from. And then she's like, that's how I'm trying to say the name when I say the name. She's like, oh, do you know somebody by the name of blank, blank, blank? And I'm like, yeah, I know that person ain't snitching. Mind you, the same name that she had told me, the person had just caught a case with my cousin. Mind you, my cousin, he lived like 2 houses down from me. So the name she had just told me was the person that literally everybody was in my house talking about, because they was telling me how my cousin just had went to jail. He just had caught a case, and the person snitched on him. So the person was like, oh, do you know a person by the name of da-da-da-da? And I'm like, yeah, that person's a snitch. They're snitching on my cousin. This is what I say. And the person goes, oh, well, that's me. So I'm like, oh, okay. The person's like, I'm not no snitch. I didn't snitch on your cousin. And I'm like, well, that's what I heard, that you snitching. Like, imagine that. Imagine them say, do you know the person? And you go, yeah, the person's snitched. That motherfucker snitching. And then they're like, oh, well, the person's me. I'm like, okay, don't change the fact that you snitching. Like, you thought by you saying the person is you that I was gonna like recant my statement. No, baby, I'm standing on that. I said, yeah, and I heard that you snitching on my cousin. It's like the girl K, like, no, I ain't a snitch. Da, 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 da. You so and so little sister, right? You were all little sister. I'm like, yeah. And she's like, no, I'm cool with your brothers and da 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 da. I'm like, okay. And then she's like, you could ask them, I'm not snitching, da da da. I'm like, all right. So I get my little call at rec. Mind you, my cousin is in jail, so I don't get his side of the story. But my brother was telling me, like, oh no, that person's cool, da da. So I'm like, all right, sweeping another rep. We go to like, what is it called? Where you go to rec and you go play ball. So there was this lifer girl on the yard, right? And it's so crazy because I ended up becoming this lifer girl. But mind you, I didn't really catch life, but I'm just saying, like, as in her mentality and every how she moved. But this is my first time going to Juvie, so this is now me looking at her. So bam, me and the girl Kay, we go to rec. There's a lifer girl on the yard, and she's just so like, like, you know, like. And at the time, I didn't understand why, but I'm just new, so she bitch ain't saying nothing to me, so I ain't got no problem with her. But she on everybody's top, like, you need to do your workout, you need to do your workout. And it's so crazy because years later, I became that girl. I became the girl that was telling me, like, bitch, you better do your workout. And you know why? Because that's the only time that she got to come outside. And it's crazy how the roles reversed, because now years later, I understood why she was so hard on about doing their workout and, like, you know, just not playing with it. But at the time, I didn't understand it. I'm just looking at her like, why are you tripping about a workout, bitch? Like, the fuck? Like, you know, I'm 12. I do what I want to do in this. What are you talking about? So she started tripping on the girl Kay and the that were around. And then she's just like, you need to do your workout. Da-da-da. And I'm just waiting for them to say something to her, because I was waiting for her to come up to me, because we would have got it cracking. I didn't give a fuck. But she never came up to me. Maybe because of my age, and maybe because I was a little girl at the time. But hey, that was my first time in there. She didn't come up to me, you know, whatever. But she came up to the rest of them and was on their ass about doing that workout, and none of them did shit. So, you know, that was my first impression of Kay. Like, okay, so you let the lifer tell you, get the do your workout, whatever. Skip the story. Throughout the years, when I'd be on the block, she will always, like, I guess the girl stayed in jail, but anyway, she'll always be on the phone, and she'll always be asking for me, like, where's Stunna girl? Tell Stunna girl I said, hey, you know. So we'd get on the phone with each other, hey girl, da, 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 you know, small talk. But she was always asking for me. I would go to the trap house, mind you. My sister had a trap house right next to these apartments, and everybody used to be at these apartments. Oh, I got so many stories. You know what? That just opened up a book of story times. So anyways, remind y'all to let me tell y'all the stories about the apartment across from Jiffy Mart. Jiffy Mart is If you ain't from Sacramento, you know where Jiffy Mart is at. That's in the south by Fruit Ridge. So we stay right there in the Grains. This is what the hood is called. It's called the Grains. We partially from the Grains. As much history we got there. Like, we done lived in the Grains and, you know, sold some white in there. Not my generation, my sister's generation. She don't give a fuck. She say the shit herself. So we have a long line of drug dealing through the Grains. Got that. We're gonna make this what's a good code word for this? Whatever. Because a lot of stories is in the Grains. Anyways, so yeah, my sister had a trap house over there. Bam. You know, she was a D girl. She gave D girl, like, be wearing braids. You know. Anyways, so my sister had a homegirl, and they called her, I'm trying to think of a nickname for her. I'm not good at nicknames. What's a good nickname? They called her Pink. That's a good one. So my sister and her homegirl Pink, they used to be over there trapping. My sister used to call me over there to do her dirty work. That means fight her battles. She used to call me her little goonie, right? So by that, I mean, anytime she had a problem with somebody, she'll be like, I'm gonna come unleash my little goonie on you, bitch. And I'd have to come in there like a raging pit bull, bitch, to them apartments. Yes, I was already like that at a very young age. Mind you, in my city, it's not nothing to glorify, but I literally was the first little that was toting hammers. And I don't know what y'all call them. We call them hammers, pew-pews. I was the first little to be toting hammers. Like, I remember I posted a picture of me with a hammer on Facebook, and it went viral because, you know, they never seen it that had a hammer. Like, wasn't toting hammers. They wasn't doing that type of shit. And they wasn't on that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, this is how I was at a very young age, 12, 13, bam, 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 bam. So my sister, when she would call me, I would just be on straight rage mode, ready to go. Where are we getting to the point of this story? Where did we start off with this? Because I swear, now I'm getting into the apartments and all that tea. Oh, the girl. So the girl always would call people in the apartments and be asking for me, like, as if we just hella knew each other. But, like, you know, we was cool. We met in Juvie, but, like, I didn't really notice like that. She'd always call me, like, oh, can y'all tell Stunna girl I said what's up? Or put Stunna girl on the phone. So I get on the phone with her, blase. That was me and her only, like, what is that? How can I say that? That was me and her only, like, what is that? Back and forth relationship. So be it. She'll call and talk to me on the phone through the apartment interaction. Yeah, see, y'all be helping me. Then I just started thinking about so many stories in those apartments. Okay, we're gonna get back to the apartments. Remind me about their apartments. Please remind me about their apartments. I got a lot of stories in those apartments. Being my sister's young goonie. Okay, anyways. So that was me and the girl's only interaction. She'd call on the phone, whatever. But, you know, over there where we was at, that was hard knock trap life. If anybody's from Sac and you know about the apartments across from Jiffy Mart, you know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. Matter of fact, go on Google and look the shit up. 47th and over there by Rainbow Park. Yeah, it looks grimy, nasty, dirty. It looks like the trap. So anyways, so yeah, that was me and the girl's only interaction. When she had got out of jail though, this is when I was like freestyling. I used to do freestyles on Facebook because I didn't know how to book a studio session. So I would be freestyling on Facebook, and she came in my comments and was like, they freed the real. They had us sitting down for a minute, like they freed the real. I see you. She was like, I think I comment back like, yeah, you know they can't hold the real down for too long. I'm like, you know, yeah, they can't hold the real down for too long. I'm back in the comment, you know what I'm saying? The brother in my comments too, like, I see you. You already know the ball in your court. Like, everybody just popping it. I'm fresh out. But I remember her and her brother, they was the first ones in the comments, like, just saying, oh, yeah, they freed a real one. They couldn't hold you down for. I'm like, yeah, you already know they couldn't hold a real one down for too long. Anyways, so, bam. We was cool. That was the little introduction. It wasn't much to it. I never knew, like, mind you, I had an ex and he was with everybody. I never even knew he with this girl. None of this shit. Never knew any of that. She knew that though, because that was her first love. I was unbeknownst to these things. Mind you, I was a little girl in the equation. I never knew any of these things. Like, I was so in the blind about a lot of shit he was doing. Like, it wasn't really my business. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he became my boyfriend down the line. Like, but the whole time, I guess he had dealings with the girl. So she knew. I didn't know that, because when I had got out of juvie or whatever, me and the nigga had posted a picture on Facebook. And it went viral because he was older than me, of course, and because of who he was. So the whole Sacramento knew that we was dealing with each other from the picture. I never knew, like, certain he was with. They didn't have pictures with him. They wasn't like, I don't know. I didn't know their business because I had just met him down there. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't know his track record. I knew he had a crazy baby mama that I had to beat up. After I beat her up, she wasn't that crazy anymore. And that's the only bitch I knew about, because that's the bitch I was more, like, out loud, confident about their situation. Like, no other bitch came at me for him except her. Like, did I tell y'all that story? When I beat her up on side of Jiffy Mart, the same apartments. No, I was older than 12 by now. I was like 13, 14. Girl, yeah, I was like 13, 14. But I was lying about my age anyways. I was telling that nigga I was like 16. He ended up finding out my real age through my brother. That's another story time. I got so many story times. So anyways, the reason why I gave y'all the backstory on the apartments and my sister being a D girl and all this shit is because this is why the has certain level of respect for me, because she knew where I would be at in the hood I'd be in. You know what I'm saying? Like, anyways, so I guess that was our mutual connection, was those apartments and the people over there, the trap house. Got that. So anyways, yeah, I started rapping on Facebook. Where did I skip at? I never knew that though, so that was the information she knew. So it makes sense why over the years she kept trying to, like, get. Mind you, this whole time I'm thinking this girl is. I'm not thinking she even like. So I don't even know her business. I'm thinking she, like, how I met her. She had the butcher cut. You know, it was real, like, manly. So I'm not even thinking that she. I'm not thinking she like. But anyways, so, like, it just, okay, whatever. I'm not thinking anything. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking she like, and so come to find out, it's like she really did have a crush on me, but it was one of those things, like, she was like, oh, she was my on the low. I think she was like a stud that kept her business on the low. Like, I don't know. I'm not finna sit here going down the rabbit hole trying to think about it. So anyways, but her motive with me was, like, she had a crush on me. She thought I was cute. And then on top of that, she probably thought it could have been a threesome. You gotta think about it. Like, I date her or her old, I don't know, her ex or whatever. So, you know, she probably thought it could have been a threesome, but it never made sense to me why she was always like, tell Stunna girl, I said, what's up? Like, I was trying to get on the phone with me. Like, the had a crush on me. Like, that's what it was. She really liked the girls full time. Okay, I don't know. This is confusing me now just thinking about it. But anyways, okay, so she wanted to eat a little cat. Like, that's what it gave. Like, because she always was so persistent on talking to me in my comments. Like, and then come down to find out down the line, she had the same as me. So it was kind of like, yeah, they thought it was going to be a threesome. Okay, whatever. So, you know, we was cool. It wasn't no issues. Like, whichever. Anyways, I think when I told y'all the story about the girl, when we had packed out somebody's niece at the not the park. When we packed out somebody's niece at a party. Y'all remember that story? Are y'all here with me? Are y'all here with me? Yeah. When I went to the house party to go find the girl that was dissing the hood. We here? Okay. So anyways, after that, how do I say this? Okay, I just, you know, I made an example out of people. How can I put that? So the girl started to diss me in music. And mind you, at the time when I was rapping, like, I wasn't dissing people. I had put out the song Cut It Out. I had the song I'm the Reason. So if y'all kind of get, like, where, you know, I was just making music. Like, if you go back to my Facebook freestyles, I was talking about all the street shit that was going on too, though, at the same time. But, you know, they were just Facebook freestyles, so I didn't turn them into songs. But if y'all remember, like, the remix that I did on Facebook, when I was like, what I was saying in that, I was basically saying, like, you a bitch thinking for jumping in female, you know, all shit like that. Hold on. Let's block. Okay, if y'all remember, I was making on Facebook, I was rapping about the shit that was going on in the streets, that I had problems with girls, whatever. But I started getting distant songs. Like, my name started getting said, like, different were saying my name in songs. It was different. Y'all can't pin Y'all can't pin who I'm talking about because it was different bitches. So I started hearing diss songs about me. Hold on, this same keeps making 5 million fake pages. Go get a life. If you don't like my story times, bitch, exit to the left. I just started hearing hella different diss songs about me. You get what I'm saying? Like, I was making diss songs back to back saying stunna this, stunna that, stunna this, stunna that, stunna this, stunna that, talking about, oh my god, how many times are you gonna make a fake page? This literally is the same person. Like, that got too much time. Anyways, I was making this song. I mean, not me. They was making diss songs back to back to back to back. I never made one back until finally, when the situation happened, when I told y'all when I went to the county jail and snitched on me, and that's when I wrote my song. And then I finally had made my song, which was, y'all know the rest. So it's so funny. In the beginning of that song, I literally put the diss song that was made about me. If y'all go listen to like the first 10 seconds of the song, y'all will hear the person dissing me. The difference is, though, when I finally dissed back, my song went viral, and that's why I'm mad. But mind you, sat up and dissed me millions of times before I finally made my first diss record. And the difference was my went viral and theirs went to complete and garbage. So it's funny that nowadays a will come out like, we're the reason why she's famous. Are you the reason why I'm famous? Because you was sitting up dissing me and your diss song was complete cheeks. Literally, if you wouldn't, that don't even make sense. So you're mad because you made 20 diss records about me and I finally dissed you back and mine went viral. So you're the reason why I'm famous? How the f does that sound? You hear like, I made 20 diss songs about Stunna Girl and she finally dissed me back and hers went viral and mine was complete cheeks. Yes, your song was trash, garbage, doo-doo, ass cheeks. That's called delusional. Like, mind you, the bitch that I was having like diss records back and forth, she's not even the one saying this. It was like a bitch that's literally a sidekick, shadow, was never in the phone, was never in the beef, talking about she's the reason why I'm famous. You wasn't even in the diss battle. You wasn't even in the rap battle when it was going on, Pookie. You wasn't even in the diss battle. I see it, bitch. Me and you was going diss song for diss song. Bitch, you wasn't even in the battle. You was nowhere to be found. You was stuck at the light pole. You was stuck at the red light. So you really shouldn't be saying you're the reason why I'm famous. Like, bitch, you wasn't even in this battle, bitch. You were such a nobody that you couldn't even drop a diss song because you weren't the master, bitch. I was beefing with bitches leaders. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know when you the leader, then you got the little Muppets. Like, bitch, you wasn't even the leader. You couldn't even drop a diss song. You knew that master would have put that belt to that ass. You knew the spotlight was for her, and it was only on her. You know you wasn't even in the rap battle, the gun battle. You wasn't in none of that shit. You couldn't even drop a diss song. You would have got your ass whooped. So come drop a diss song on me 4 years later trying to make it seem like you wasn't even in the beef. Like, what type of shit is that? You're the reason why I'm famous and you wasn't even in the beef. You can't even pull up a diss song from you at that time. Mind you, I wouldn't even did a diss song if a bitch didn't keep dissing me. Like, do y'all not hear the diss song that I made? Do you not hear the first 10 seconds of the diss track, bitch? I'm being dissed. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm the one that's being dissed in the diss track. If you know. But yeah. Okay, let's get into the apartment tea. Alright, so these are these apartments my sister used to be at. Bam. Okay, it's so many different stories I can get into. So, okay, I think I told y'all the one where my brother had told me to come get the girl and the lady that snitched on him. Did I tell you that story? Oh my gosh. This person keeps coming back 20 times. Hey, I need a mod. Can somebody be my mod right now so I can do my story times? Come be my mod, please. I don't want to have to keep going like this and go like this and go like this. It's the same person on this fake page. Me. Send a request so I can have you be it. Mod me, baby. How do I make you be my mod? Okay, add moderator. Okay, I added you. Let's do it. All right, so bam, back to the trap apartment. Gosh, I got so many stories. I don't know if I want to tell this story. Okay. All right. Nah, it was a story about how me and my sister had to jump a crackhead for her money, but I don't know if I want to tell that one. Oh my gosh. I feel like now that I'm talking about it, it's like my life is very interesting. Like, what the fuck, bro? My life is very interesting. Like, now that I really be like telling my story times and like thinking back to it, I know it could be some off the wall shit. But anyways, okay, talking about bring that out here. So yeah, back to the Rainbow Park Apartments. Tell a story time in a freestyle. Have you ever considered a normal life? I think I'm gonna get back to these story times. I feel like these are the story times that are gonna come back to haunt me, so I'm not gonna tell them. When Black, you know, y'all are so funny. Do you regret anything in life? Yes, my biggest regret is letting certain people around me. And honestly, like, just even like letting people breathe my air, like paying attention to certain shit that I shouldn't have even like condoned, or like, you know, like giving people life that I shouldn't have. Going back and forth with people that are not shit. You know, shit like that. That'd be my biggest thing. Moderator, why are you not working? Thank you. Do I gotta get a new moderator? Because it gets a point in time. Do I need a new moderator? Because I don't feel like you're working hard enough. I'll do it. Me, yes, me. Oh, that's another thing. We can speak on that. How when I start rapping and shit, I always went under somebody's wing. Whether that was from the other side, whether that was Mozzie, like everybody always rode somebody's wave. Like if you think about it, it'd be 50 under him, 50 under the, you know what I'm saying? So with me, early on in my career, like was trying to sign me and I didn't sign. I always had my own wave. I always did my own program. I always, you know what I'm saying? Like nobody could tell me anything just for that alone. And that's why he gave me so much respect when he seen me like, oh, I respect you, sis. You pushed your issue. You did your thing, da-da-da. But in reality, though, I was never under his camp. I was never under nobody's camp. Like, I always had my own movement, period. I didn't have a stamp from somebody. I didn't need a cosign, none of that shit. No cosign, no stamp, none of that shit. Turn the comments out to the stories in. All right, how do I do it? Comment. How do I turn the comments off? Yeah, because I'm sick of people mass on my hand stickers, background sound effects. Okay, how do I turn it off? It's not showing me, guys. Content disclosure, comment. I can't do it. I think I have to start. I think I gotta start over. I will start over. Trust and believe that. What? You know more than I am, money. Anyways, so like I was never under no camp. I never needed a cosign. I was the only from, oh, thank you. I was the only from Sacramento that made it without needing a cosign, without needing a approval, without being under a camp. So my career has nothing to do with anybody. Like, I always stood on my two, you know what I'm trying to say? Mind you, for a long time, there was internal, like, problems. And I'm just leave that right there. Like, I'm not going to go into details. I don't be going into details about hood. But, you know, I have my own respect and I have my own platform. So a nigga could never tell me I can't work with somebody. A nigga could never tell me I can't do songs with certain people. And you know what I'm saying? And it might be you is a daddy, but a nigga ain't my daddy. So could never tell me nothing because a nigga didn't make me, a nigga didn't build my shit, a nigga didn't give me a feature and make me popping. Like, I was already popping. When I went to Rolling Loud, I was on the Rolling Loud list just like I was on the Rolling Loud list. Like, I made it there myself. I didn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of them come from Sacramento was dick riding, trying to any from the hood didn't get pregnant by any local rapper to try to make it or to get a name. I didn't do any of that. I literally put in the hard work, and once I dropped my songs, and I just kept going up from there. Like, it's not my fault. I was making diss songs about me, and it went to complete, you know, diss songs went to complete and garbage. So when I finally decided to diss back, which you can see on my record, I put their diss songs in front of my song went up, and I kept dropping hits. I had real rap, I had on the record, I had what is that? I'm a wild little, I be doing the most. Like, I had slaps. They have slaps, they have records, you know what I'm saying? I had on Facebook freestyles that was going up, and my music caught traction to Detroit, and they came looking for me. Then we start collabing and networking. From that point on, I was networking, collabing. So it's like, nobody could say that they made my career. Nobody could say that they, you know what I'm saying? I'm not under no stamp, approval, cosign. I already built my wave. So like I said, when it comes down to the line of it, I'm not in politics. And you can't tell me, oh, you can't work with this person. You can't work. I'm not in nobody's politics. Mind you, my brother is from the hood. We all from the hood. We all grew up in Oak Park around that since we was kids. Like, I didn't get to choose where I was from. I'm not like the next where she started hanging out with a bitch that's from over there to try to be from over there and on a from over there. I grew up over there. I got real addresses in the P that we can Google on. And it's so weird talking without a comment section that we can Google online. Like, came to Oak Park and started to on the and hang out with the try to be from over there. But I didn't choose to be from Oak Park. I didn't choose to be from over there. That's where I was born and raised. This is where all my addresses that I was born at UC Davis Medical Center right there around the corner from 4th Avenue. Like, you ain't even born in Oak Park, but I was born there. That's on my birth certificate. I wanted to be from Oak Park so bad that they just started trying to get pregnant and fuck on from over there to be from it. I didn't do that. I was born at UC Davis Medical Center in Oak Park, around the corner from 4th Avenue. You know what I'm saying? So, that's why a mother can't tell me who I could do and what I can't do and this and that. Ain't got no say-so over me. Plus, everybody know my older brother didn't play that shit. My older brother was the nigga, rest in peace to my older brother. He was the nigga that came to get when the funk was on, when the beef was on. That's who came to get. So it's like, bitch, you can't tell me nothing and you need my older brother for shit. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, that's why when y'all see me doing certain collabs and making the certain decisions I make, I don't have to think about it like, oh, I'm not in you rap beef. The ain't never been in my rap beef. Been standing 10 toes strong about my shit. And when I did songs with certain niggas, was thanking me that I gave them the alley-oop, because this is the difference which y'all failed to realize. In the West Coast market, there's only people don't make it past the West Coast market. You got that? Because people don't like our beats. So, yeah, it might be big street rappers might get a little shine in the streets. But when it comes to the industry, it's hard to break over into the industry. That's what I did. That's what I accomplished. I broke into the industry and I have the streets. So, a feature from me is way more valuable than a feature from another. You get if y'all get what I'm saying. You can turn the comments back on. It's kind of weird talking to myself. So I don't need a feature from anybody. I don't need a cosign from. Okay, yeah. When I tell you to turn the comments back off, turn it back off. Right now we're doing good. If the comments start with the again, turn it back off. That was good job, moderator. You need to DM me so I can keep you. But yeah, I don't need a cosign, and nobody gave me a cosign. Like, do we got to look at the years of when I did certain songs? I was already Stunna girl. I was already off baddies. I was already, you know what I'm saying? Like, I already was off TV when the song with me. So it wasn't as if I needed a feature from somebody or a cosign from any, like, what are we talking about here? Like, I broke into the industry. I have the streets. I'm a give alley-oop if you want to be for real. So no, I don't be in these niggas rap beef. When these niggas be rap beefing, y'all don't got no real bloodshed. And that means y'all ain't stamp nobody from nobody's side. So why the f am I getting in y'all rap beef? The only time I get in a niggas rap beef is when I'm mentioned. Got that? When I know it ain't no real smoke, y'all don't be having no real smoke. It don't be no real smoke behind you be talking about. It don't be some, oh, I hate the fact that you, or I hate that your song's going up. I hate that you're getting a little bit of shot. Like, I don't be in this shit like that. That's some cornball shit. Just be rap beefing and don't be having no, like, substantial, you know what I'm saying, behind it. Like, it ain't. So I don't be getting into none of that. And I don't have to, because I'm not under no camp. Ain't no co-sign me, bitch. I got on because of me. Stunna girl. You get that? Stunna girls hard work. Stunna girls raps. Stunna girls networking. Stunna girls, 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 stunna girl. Ain't no pay for my studio sessions. Ain't no pay for my music videos. Ain't no put me on with certain to get certain features. But I did that. I did the work. I was outside. I met these people. I. So with that being said, it ain't a nigga that could say I needed a cosign or I'm under somebody's camp. I make my own decisions. That's you. That shit. In reality, you need a nigga approval. You need a cosign. You need a nigga camp. You need to be under a nigga camp. I don't. Now, if I go choose to sign with somebody, that's different. Because I feel like, hey, you know what? They could bring some shit to the table that I can't bring. That's different. But as far as my career, I made my career. My freestyles on Facebook was getting hundreds of thousands of views, 1 million views. Like, what we talk about? But back to the story times. So, okay, I'm gonna tell you about. I can't. Oh my gosh, those stories are so funny. All right, so I'm gonna tell y'all the story time with my. I'm gonna tell you the story time my sister kept talking shit about somebody, then we ended up seeing them. So, man, like I told y'all the backstory, my sister in them apartments, her, you know, girl gang. So, anyways, we used to be over there all the time. When my sister would have problems, like I said, she would come get me and she would unleash the dragon. I was the dragon. I was the goonie. She'd call me her little goonie. So on this particular day, I remember we was in the car and she kept talking about this girl. Like, oh, I can't wait till I see this bitch. Mind you, at that age, I already knew how to drive, right? I had just learned how to drive. I wasn't the best driver, but I knew my little ones and twos. So imagine like being in the car, like we're coming out of Taco Bell and my sister's talking hella shit like, oh, if I see this girl, tell me why we come out of Taco Bell and we pulling out of Taco Bell, the bitch is right next to us. So I'm like, there go the bitch right there. Like, she like, I like, roll down the window. My sister rolled down the window. I'm like, bitch, what's up? Da-da-da. So we're on the side of the bitch car. She like, what's up? Coming out of the Taco Bell parking lot. She pulled this way, I pulled this way on her car. But mind y'all, I don't know how to drive like that. So let's keep this in mind. So she's like going like this in the car, like she don't really know what we on. I don't even think she thought we had a problem. I think she's just looking at how our body, what is that called? Our body motion is like, it gotta be a problem. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm like this, my sister like this. So when we pulling out, I'm swerving on her car, like, what's up? Like, get out the car, get out the car. No, she don't get out the car, that bitch. I start chasing this down the thing. Tell me why I'm chasing her down the mother street, bitch. The car, I skid onto somebody else's car. So when I'm chasing her, bitch, she's in front of me. I try to swerve the lane with her and skid somebody's whole shit. So now we in the car, and now the car done got skidded, bitch. And you know what the fuck I did, bitch? I pulled to the left, bitch, and kept driving. Bitch. I'm not going to jail. That was my whole thing, bitch. So it's hella funny, like, yeah, bitch, we over here talking hella shit, trying to chase this bitch down, bitch. Now I backed the whip, bitch. So I'm bitch. Skid the car, bitch. Now we to the left. Tell me why the car that I skid starts to chase us. I don't know how to drive though. So now we on a wild goose chase down the block. This ended up being like some crazy white dude. He like sharp haircut, big buff, wearing a tank top. Mind y'all gotta keep in mind the area that we're in. This is a known drug area. Like this where the fiends be, bitch. Y'all know crackheads, bitch. buff, they're hard, they're hardcore. Bitch. Crackheads ain't going down, bitch. So he's like, what the f*** you like, chasing us? My heart was in my ass. We had this crazy crackhead in the car chasing us, bitch. That's what the comments are eating. I can just remember, bro, because I didn't know how to drive. So I'm just bending corners like, he just like, I'm gonna kill you, pull this car over. I was just like, in my head, bitch. It's just hella funny thinking about it. I'm there like, we gotta go, we gotta get the fuck out of here. I was just like, bend this corner, bend that corner, bend this corner, bend that corner, bend this corner. Mind you, my what is that shit called? Your tail thing, your tail, what is that shit called at the back of your car? Your tail, whatever, bitch, is dragging on the floor. Bitch. Now we're getting chased by this crazy crackhead, bro. Our tail light, or yeah, the bumper, something on the bumper. I feel like the light was dragging. So yeah, our bumper's dragging everything. Tell me why we come to a dead end. Yeah, we came to a dead end, bitch. That's when I said, fuck it, bitch. We ain't going out like no suck on my soul, bitch. I got out like, what's up? Now it's me and the crackhead. He's like, you're gonna pay for this shit. You're gonna fix this car. You're gonna da-da-da-da-da-da. I'm like, fuck you. Do what you gotta do, nigga. He ended up being all pump faking, though. He ain't do shit to me. He didn't do shit to us except yell. We got right back in the car and went on by our merry-go way. Later on that day, the nigga called the police, and the police was surrounding the vehicle, but none of us came outside. So imagine this. I go back to my sister's house, and we all in the trap house, right? Everybody thinking the police is coming over there to hit the trap house, but really, the police is coming over there for the fucking car. So we all in the fucking house, and, you know, we got little, people that be outside, and they call us, and they tell us, like, what will be going on. So we get a call, they like, bro, it's 5 police cars out here, y'all need to da-da-da-da. So we all in the fucking trap house, bitch, throwing in the toilet, bitch, we doing shit. Come to find out, all the police wanted was the car, but none of us went outside, so we all thought the police was gonna come in and kick down the doors and get on us. No, bitch. They start knocking on the doors, but we heard from our neighbor, because like how the duplexes, it's like I told y'all, the apartments, and then my sister and them lived in some duplexes, so it was like duplexes next door. You know, the duplexes, you could hear through the walls type shit. And plus, we was all on the window anyway, looking, bitch, ready, thinking we finna go to jail. So when they knocked on the neighbor's door, they're like, oh, do you guys know whose car this is? It was reported to be in a hit and run. Yep. That's when all of our little chests relieved. We was like, all right, we ain't got to come outside, bitch. Next thing you know, they knocked on our door. We didn't answer the door. And they just took the car. I love my story times. Hi, left from Switzerland. Hi, baby. Did you ever get the TV on the bike? Was sis mad? Yes, she was definitely mad. I mean, but that's what you get for talking. Like, that's what I said when I tell y'all karma be happening. Like, think about it. We would try to chase down a girl, end up smacking, getting chased by a crackhead. The crackhead ends up calling the police on us. You know, but the good thing, nobody went to jail. But that was the karma that happened in blink of an eye. Us chasing this girl made us bap our car, get the police called on us, get chased by a crackhead. Like, girl, the stories live on. See, when y'all be doing bad shit and shit instantly happens, can we see your nails? It's so funny now. We could do the Crackhead Chronicles, because I have a lot of stories over there, like with crackheads and fiends and all these fiends inside my head. I'm giving Circle of Life. They hot. Thank you. I like my little hat. It makes me look like a little sexy fox. Baby, come to New Zealand. Wait, do it again so I can screenshot. Y'all. Why y'all just trick me? Right, they be playing too much. More apartment story times. Gosh, this wig itches like this weave. Okay, I told y'all the story time when I beat the baby mama up outside the apartments, right? I told y'all that story time? Yes, no. Okay, so bam. Mind y'all, this is my older boyfriend. I'm gonna tell y'all how he figured out my real age. So like me and him used to be thugging together. Like we were just in the streets. That's all we would be, just doing hella bad shit together, gang banging, you know. So he went to the county jail, right? And my brother called me from the county jail, and he's like, "Oh, there's some in here saying he with you. Like you be with him." He used to talk about he Stunna girl. I'm like, no, I'm lying like a because I'm still scared of my brother at this time. I'm like, no, I don't know him. So my brother told me, like, they both told me their versions of the story, but it's hella funny. So my brother rocks up on him, and he was like, do you know how old my little, like, no, that's not what he said. He was like, you be my little sister. I was like, yeah. He was like, do you know how old my little sister is? And he told him my real age. And he was like, never, that's how old she is. He was like, yeah, you need to stop my little sister. And so the nigga was like, I respected your brother because he came, like, so, like, you know, grr at me. He was really scared of that, so he wasn't coming up to that on some shit like that. Like, he was scared to get knocked out. Like, the nigga still got the knockouts to this day. They was not coming up to that man asking him shit about shit. Like, my brother had heart like that, though. He didn't give a fuck. Win, lose, or draw, he was gonna smoke you, straight up. If he lost, you're getting smoked. That's it. That's where I get that from. So anyways, he told him, like, oh, you know how old she is, and da-da-da. He's like, no, he was like, nah, never. I didn't know she was that age, da-da-da. And then he was like, I ain't gonna lie, like, it's already too far. Like, we already been with each other. Like, it's nothing, like, you know, it's too deep already. Like, whatever. So I guess from that moment, you know, he said my brother didn't respect it, and he didn't fuck with him or whatever. They ended up fucking with each other later on down the line, but at that point, they didn't fuck with each other. And I don't think they fought because they was behind a door. Like, he was in his cell, and my brother was like, I think he was the trustee, and he was coming on his unit. So there was no possible way for them to fight. Like, my brother wasn't on his unit. Okay, whatever. Skip the story. So, mind you, when he got out of jail, me and him posted a picture on Facebook. So the picture that I had when my gun was going viral on Facebook, when I told you I posted that picture when I had the gun, mind you, a lot of bitches never seen a gun or any of that. So, in no history or shape or form, in Sacramento had a picture on Facebook with a fucking gun, or was, you know, like, you know how that shit became, like, nowadays it's normal. Everybody's gonna have a Glock in a video and, like, whatever. Like, back then that shit was not normal. I was really the first to do it. And I'm not saying it, glorifying it. This is just the truth, and this is my trauma, background, whatever you want to say, but I wasn't doing that. So, like, when I did it, it was like, this little girl got a gun. Like, mind you, it's so funny because my first gun was a Beretta 380. Like, I had a little 380 with, like, the little 6-shot on it, like the little clip. So it was like, Stunna girl riding around with a clip, like, girl. So anyways, bam, me and him posted a picture together, and it's so many stories I can tell y'all with that. That's why I can't wait till my ex get out of jail, because he gonna tell the real about me. Like, I don't like how be coming on this internet and lying on my name. All my exes and that's from Sac, they gonna tell the truth. They gonna tell the real stories about me. These gonna come on here and pump fake and act like they was on that. They was never on that. Ain't never did shit to me. Ain't never. Back to the story. Ain't never shot at me a day in her mother life on my soul, bitch. That's what I was saying now. So me and him posted a picture when he got out of jail. So, girl, tell me why the picture started going viral. Next thing I know, my phone is ringing. And I answer the phone, and the girl's like, this so-and-so, baby mama. What the fuck you doing with my... I'm like, mind you, I didn't even know that I had a baby mama. I didn't know any of this. I think the was pregnant, and this was like his first kid, but I don't know, girl. I didn't know shit. He never told me he had a baby mama. Somehow the bitch got my number. And she probably got my number because my cousin, everybody's from the same hood. So I feel like my fake cousin gave her my number. But anyways, so I just answered the phone, and the bitch was going off. Like, you're with my baby daddy. I'm like, bitch, baby daddy with me. What you talking about? I don't know shit about you. Like, we in the start arguing back and forth on the phone. She started saying, oh, when she see me, it's up. She gonna do what to who? You gonna do what to who? Start popping it up. When I see you, I'm like, I'm already when I get on me then, bitch. When you see me, get on me when you see me. My mama stand on that, bitch. When you see me, get on me. Okay, this is off. Stay or go. So I'm like, when you see me, get on me, bitch. When you see me in traffic, bumper down, bitch. On my sub, bitch. When you see me in traffic, hand on the trigger, bumper down, bitch. I'm over here acting like Missy Moore. Okay, but anyways, I tell the bitch that. So mind you, time go by, I don't see this. I've never seen this. I don't even know how the bitch look. So this is so funny that when she hop out on me, I don't even know it's her. Mind you, her baby daddy fat mouthing on her. He like, this bitch can't afford Pampers. She da-da-da-da. Like, so I know hella little shit because he just telling me the tea. So mind you, we at the same apartments. We at Jiffy Mart. We all walking out. So like this little hop out the car with some long dashiki braids. We're coming out of the corner store. Like on my TikTok live, tell that bitch hold on. Y'all tell Rude to stop calling me. Can y'all still hear me? Can y'all still hear me? Can y'all still hear me? Bro, go tell Rude in her DM stop calling me. I'm on live. Thank you. So she hop out the car. She like, what y'all doing with that bootsy? We all turn around and we looking at her. We looking at how she look. So when we all turn around and look, we like, who you talking to? That's what we all say. We like, who you talking to? She was like, you. I'm talking to you. I'm like, me? I'm like, me? She like, yeah, bitch, I'm talking to you, bitch. Mind you, she's like getting out the car. So she's in the middle of the parking lot. I'm in front of the store. So, you know, we're finna walk into the store. So when we all turn around, we like, who you talking to? She like, you, bitch. So I turn back around. I'm like, me? She like, yeah, you, bitch, I'm talking to you. She was like, I'm so-and-so baby mama. I'm like, oh, that was the green light right there. I start clowning this bitch. I'm like, bitch, shut up. You ain't even got no money for no diapers, bitch. Woo, woo. I start going bad. You know, I'm telling all the tea that ran his mouth to me, bitch. I'm telling all the tea. I'm like, bitch, you ain't even got no diapers for your kid, dusty ass. I'm popping it. So we both popping it back to back to back to back. She like, all right, bitch, what's up? Fight me then, bitch, fight me. I'm like, it's good, bitch, what's up? She was like, yeah, something, if you don't fight me, I'ma spit on you. I said, spit on me? I'm like, bend the corner, bend the corner. That's what I said. I said, bend the corner, bitch. She get into her car, right? My sister look at me, mind you, because the bitch is older than me. At the time, I'm like 14 or 13. The bitch was already 26. She 26, 27. She was older than me and him. She had to be 26, 27. She way older. So anyways, when we been in the corner, my cousin's looking at me and they looking at my sister. They like, oh, y'all, you finna let your little sister fight this big, this grown ass? I'm telling my sister like, no, this big ass powerhouse. She just had a big powerhouse mouth. So anyways, as soon as I ran up on this bitch, mind you, I forgot this part of the story. All his brothers, my ex's brothers, was living at those apartments too. So they were all outside watching it. So if I would have got my ass beat, woo, I would have been the talk of the town. But it went how it was supposed to go. So anyways, the brothers was all outside. The whole apartments was all outside. So it was do or die around that. He was in jail, so the story was gonna get back to him. So anyways, if you lost this fight, you was fit to be one hell of a laugh. But okay, anyways, so she get out the car, bam, I ran up on her. I flipped this right on her back, bam, this is how I get her. So now I'm just on top of her, and her friend is like, Flipper, what are you doing? Flipper, what are you doing? So my sister on the side like, beat that bitch up, beat that bitch up. So these two are arguing. She like, Flipper, what you doing, Flipper? Her and my sister arguing back and forth. My sister like, beat that bitch up. Bitch, I got that bitch on her back, and I did not let her get up. That's it. She couldn't get up. Wasn't no getting up. Nah. You a grown. You finna stay right up on this back. Bitch. I'm not letting you up. That's murder. You know how it is. Like, well, you know, like, I'm not letting you get up. It's over, bitch. I kept that bitch on the floor. Bitch. I'm talking about a good grip on her. Bitch. Like, you're not getting up. The only reason why we got broken up is because everybody broke us up, and then she didn't want to fight no more. She got into her car. She left. I felt like I wasn't the WWE champion. The brothers was right there. They like, oh, she got beat up by a preteen. That's people's favorite thing to say when I was younger and I'll be fighting. They always be like, you got beat up by a preteen. But anyways, they like, oh, she got beat up by a preteen. Da-da-da-da-da. So, you know, we just celebrating. Go back in the house. My cousin was like, you did your shit. My older cousins come and they like, oh, okay, you beat that. Mind you, because my older cousin had fought her before and she didn't even win the fight. So my older cousin had got beat up by her. So she even like, damn, how'd you get this? So everybody like, you beat this up, da-da-da-da. We up in the trap drinking Four Locos. Everybody like, yeah, you young bitch, beat that old bitch up out by her socks. Bitch. Really, she had some sandals on. I beat her out her sandals. So anyways, I guess later on that night when we had went to sleep, the bitch had came back with like 10 people in the car trying to fight, but like we was all asleep by then. Nobody even knew you came except the brothers. See, the brothers, when we woke up the next morning, was like, yeah, we had a dinner, sock these bitches out the front. Because basically how we lived, it was like two duplexes and like a big ass gate. So our duplex was in the back and the brothers' duplexes was in the front. And they used to stay out all night, smoking, drinking, you know, the works. So you gotta think about it, like after you get into a fight, you hella sore. not finna be staying up all night like a fucking crackhead. Never said she was coming back. We didn't think so. We went to sleep, bitch. I'm celebrating my victory, bitch. That's what the fuck I did, bitch. Went home, celebrated my victory. But the next morning, the brothers was like, yeah, that bitch is a sore loser. She came back talking about she want to fight you with 15 outside. He was like, I'm surprised y'all didn't wake up and hear that, bro. He said we had to sock one of the and then they left. Like, so then, bam. This is how me and his sister became cool. His sister had called me and she was like, everybody in the hood was talking about how I beat this up. That's one of the things that had got me viral immediately. Like, everybody was calling, talking about it because this used to go around bothering people, fighting. It was like, for her to get beat up by a little girl, bitch, it was the talk of Sacramento. What? You got beat up by a little you, this big running around beating everybody up. So everybody was, that was tea for everybody. Like, and honestly, till this day, I ain't heard of that lady since. Like, I used to hear about her, like, going around fighting and shit. Like, since the time that she got beat up by me, like, I ain't heard of this. Like, it's just as if she fell off the map or something. Like, the bitch was a bully. I could give her that, you know, because she was, he was a bully. And he trained her to be a bully. But anyways, so when my ex called me from jail, he just was like, man, I heard. I'm like, what you hear? It was like, you got on my baby mama at the Juvie Mart. He told me his brothers told him the story. You got to think his blood brothers watched it. So his blood brothers ran that shit back immediately. And honestly, from that time forward, that's what made me and him like this. Because you got to think, like, his baby mama was a pain in the ass for him. And there was nobody he could get on this. So she basically fell right into my lap. I would have never went to try to fight her. I would have never went looking for her. But you got to think, a bitch always trying to be hella hard is always what gets a bitch clipped. So she came at me trying to be extra gangster, trying to find me somewhere, trying to think she was going to run up on me. It ended up getting her ass beat in front of the brothers, the cousins, the trap house. To now, it's like, you done made your baby daddy like me even more. You done made your baby daddy, bitch. You was the pain in his ass, and now he found a bitch that could whoop your ass. So you made your baby daddy like me more. He liked me more than what the fuck he was supposed to. That just put points on my resume. He already liked me, but that just solidified the deal. Now the pain in his ass is not a pain in his ass no more. So yeah, that was my little story time about the apartments. Y'all are funny. I think I need to call my sister back because she keep blowing up my phone. It must be something important. Who are we talking about? How do I make this person my forever moderator? Do a story. No, I'm not doing a story time about that. I loved it. Stunna out of the topic. How do I keep this person as my moderator? How? Okay, I'll tell you about this fight. Okay, I was the type of little sister, right? I will always catch my sister's back fades. I was the type of little sister, like, if we were going to fight, I would try to rush and fight before my sister. Like, I was that little younger, overprotective sister, like, when it came to my sister. Like, so, say, like, in the streets, I heard my sister fought somebody. I would literally plot on fighting them. Like, if I heard my big sister got into a fight, I would make it my thing. Like, I'm going to fight the that fought my sister. Like, that was my thing. Like, you couldn't fight my sister, and if I hear about it, it's just you're going to get a pass. This is not cute to me no more. And you're just not going to get a pass. So, there we go. So, I was in juvenile hall, right? And I had heard, right before I went to jail, my sister had fought this girl. Mind you, this girl, she was like another. She used to pick at her scalp and, like, eat her hair. So the bitch was, like, bald, had bald spots in places, whatever. I'm describing the girl. She was a tall girl. She had little bald spots. But mind you, the bitch used to be in the hood, turned, like, everybody be using this for a car, like, that type of bitch. She thought she was spunky. Like, you know what I'm saying? She was a spunky, like, you're not spunky at all. So, she fought my sister, like, right before I went to jail. So I remember I was an S1, and that's when you gotta walk with the staff, right? I'm telling the staff I'm a spunky little. They already know this though. the vet used to eat her fucking hair. I'm telling the staff, like, it's so crazy. Okay, so in juvenile hall, when you're an S1, that means, like, you gotta walk with a staff everywhere. Like, you basically can't do shit by yourself. Like, did I tell y'all the time when I fought in church, or God fought the staff in church, and this is what made me an S1? So did I tell y'all that story? Spunky. Yeah, I'm real spunky though. No. I wish my brother Benny was out. It's so funny because even my ex, man, the whole Sacramento was in the church that day at Juvenile Hall when I fought the fuck that. So anyways, I'm walking with the staff because I'm at S1. You know, I'm a spunky little bitch. I'm telling them though, he like, your live is literally restricted for 10 minutes. It says my live is restricted. Is my live restricted? Can y'all still see me? That's why you say we can be in the mall at the church. Can y'all still see me? Okay. So it's crazy because, mind you, this is a brand new staff. He never met me before. He took me to go to do a visit with my lawyer, and we was walking down the hallway. So he's like, "What makes you an S1?" And I'm like, because I be beating up that I'm talking hellish shit. Tell me why, as I'm talking to him, he was like, yeah, right, you know, playing with me. We're walking this way. I see a tall coming this way. Right when I'm telling him, like, oh, I be fighting. I see that fought my sister. Right in the middle of me telling him this. So, you know, he thinking I'm playing. He thinking it's a joke. So he just laughing at me. Like, I turn to the right. I see the bitch fight my sister. I'm like, bitch, what's up? I start coming out my shoes. She like, what's up? He start getting it cracking right there in the hallway. He like, whoa. I thought you were playing. You know, this the staff. He not thinking. You gotta understand. I just was telling him I be fighting, and bam, a fight starts cracking off right in front of him. So I just remember hearing him go like, whoa. Like, he's like, I thought you were. I know you're serious. I thought you were playing. And he's like pressing his radio. Like, it's a fight in the hallway. I start fighting the bitch, and I just got her by her shirt because she's a bald head. Like, that was my tactic. When I used to fight that was bald, I would always grab their shirt. Straight up, bitch. I'm grabbing your shirt right over your head. That's my move. That's what I'm doing. Especially a tall, bald-headed bitch. I'm not letting you get me. Mind you, I'm like 5 feet at the time. It's not going down like that. If that bitch would have got a hold of me, bitch, probably would have been no more of me, bitch. So, yeah, bitch, I'm grabbing that shirt. I'm grabbing that shirt. I'm doing what I know how to do, bitch. So, I grab that shirt right over that bitch. As soon as we start fighting, bitch. Mink, with the shirt, bitch. I'm swinging this with the shirt. They break us up. I couldn't wait. I was so proud of myself, mind you. Yeah, I had to be like 14. I go back into the unit, bitch. It's static. I call my sister like, bitch, tell me why I caught so-and-so in the hallway. She like, what? Like, yeah, I caught that bitch in the hallway slipping, bitch. Caught her. Yeah, it got real spunky, bitch. Real spunky, though. My sister like, never. How you catch that bitch? You know, she way older than you. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Mind you, that bitch was 18. She was supposed to be in the county. I don't know why they had that bitch in there, but I caught that bitch lacking for sure. As an S1, 14 is crazy. Spunky. Hey, don't go stealing my word and shit. Real spunky though. Been a spunky little since knee high. I've been a spunky little since knee high. Real spunky with it though. That part. Y'all talking about I'm adding that to my vocabulary. Real spunky with it, yes. Hey, that's why y'all love me on TV. I stayed making the viral words. It's the mall at the church. Okay, the story about church. Oh, that's why y'all said I said at the church. Okay, bam. So we used to go to church in Juvenile Hall all together. Y'all got me on a roll today. This is from Alo. We used to go to church in Juvenile Hall, right? It was co-ed. They would let the girls and the boys come together. So, bam, we go to church. Like I said, real spunky. Been a real spunky little bitch. I'm sitting there. The boys start coming past. Y'all know what's so crazy? Because one of the boys I banged on is literally the I talk to right now. He loved this story. This is his favorite story. So, anyways, they walking past, but he with hella niggas I don't fuck with. So I start banging on the niggas. They banging back on me, bitch. But we're in church with, mind y'all, we're in church at this time. So I'm making back. We're in Juvenile Hall church, just in case y'all try to clip me. I don't need y'all clipping me talking about I was just we're in Juvenile Hall church. We're in jail church. We're not in a regular church. I don't need y'all clipping me talking about Stunna girls gang banging in church. No, we're in jail church. So, this wig is so fishy. Too tight. We're in jail church. Anyways, so the walking past the inmates. Let me say the exact words before y'all try to clip me and do me bad. So the inmates are walking past. I see a line of inmates I don't fuck with, and I start banging on them. So back and forth. Mind you, I'm already hood famous at this time. Like I said, my name been Stunna Girl since I was 12 years old. This is not cap. Stunna Stunna Girl's been my name since I was 12. Y'all can go back on Facebook and type in free Stunna Girl. You're going to see saying that shit back in 2012. So anyways, yeah, we're gang banging back and forth. So they don't get on the nigga, but they get on me. So next thing I know, the staff, they form around me like the Avengers. One's in front of me, two are in the back of me, one's on the other side, and they got their pepper spray out talking about get up. I'm like, get up? I said, hell no, y'all got me fucked up. I ain't going nowhere. They're like, Brown, get on the ground right now. You need to get on the ground. I'm like, no, I'm not getting on the ground. Da-da-da-da-da. So my brother Benny, free my brother Benny, Bishop, Stunna Bishop. he get up, because there's, mind you, all the niggas in church, so it's different rows of niggas. So him and Clifford, my cousin Clifford, they both get up and they like, sister, just go back to your unit, go back to your unit. Mind you, they stand up, they trying to tell me, because they already know I'm bad as they like, sister, go back to your unit, just go back. I'm like, no, fuck that, they got me fucked up. They're like, Brown, get on the ground right now, keep her, go back to your unit. Da-da-da-da. I'm like, no, I'm not going nowhere, bitch, you got me fucked up. So I start busting the code. Busting the code is where it's like, you're not taking it down to your room. They got me fucked up, bitch. Why y'all didn't say to the nigga? Just going beat, get up on me, bitch. So they're like, get to the ground, Brown, you need to go back to your unit. No, I'm not going to my unit, bitch. You already know, real spunky, bitch. Yeah, y'all gonna have to drag me, beat me about this. So that is exactly what the fuck they did, bitch. They said, we're gonna get you to the count of 3. You need to get on the ground, or we're gonna put you on the ground. I'm like, put me on the ground. They did me so fast, bloop bloop, like off my soul plane, a bloop bloop, a bloop bloop. That was a bloop bloop right on the floor, bitch. They cracked me like an egg, a bloop bloop. I just remember hitting the floor. I started like squirming like I was a whale, kicking, going like this. They had me by my feet, arm, everything. That's how they always would get me in Juvie. And they just had me like that, bitch, and threw me in the hallway in front of I was so embarrassed. They did that in front of all the in juvenile hall, witnessed it, bitch. They threw me like a piece, like a ball, right into the hallway and put a spit mask on me. So now imagine the that's in the hallway seeing this. They just see me like this in a spit mask and the staff holding me. And that's what they see going down the hallway. Just lined up, going to who Lord knows what. They could have been going to their visitings. They could have been going to, I don't know, but I just remember lines and they're like, everybody turn to the wall, but you know they not turning to the wall. The is like this, looking at me like that, and I'm just bitch spit mask, bitch, they dragging my ass out of the church, and they threw me right into my cell. Everybody like, this crazy as fuck, like what the fuck? Yes, bitch. So that was one of the ways I became an S1. They talking about, oh hell no, but I love y'all.